If you find yourself getting distracted with some random task that you're working into your schedule because you feel like it motivates you, but you're just so drained already from the task you're doing, watch this video with this client I just had where we went through exactly how to solve this problem. Make sure to like and subscribe. You're trying to work throughout the day, but then you also said you wanted to paint as well throughout the day.
Yes.
Kind of working it in randomly when you feel like it.
Definitely when I feel like it, because when I feel like I've somewhat earned it, I feel like I should be doing this every day. I need it just to like relax, so I'll paint for the next 3 hours. When I feel like I should have went to bed a little earlier,
Do you have certain times that are predictable every day where you do want to paint?
like mid-afternoon is good. The only challenge lately, because I've been having a lot of appointments, and that's the only time, like early in the morning after I come from appointment, I would have like painted. I like appointments early. So I feel like I'm ready going to work.
If you want to work painting into your day, you feel like being creative actually fuels your energy, makes you
Mhm.
feel more motivated throughout the day. What would you rather do? Would you rather have specific times each day dedicated just for painting a little bit? Or would you like to just kind of do it whenever you feel like it?
Designated time for sure. Maybe I won't designate for painting per se. It's just like white space. I won't say I'm going to paint that day. I'll do something. Maybe I'll just listen to music or whatever.
You can create certain times of the day where you feel like you need it most. Your ADHD mind is basically craving it. It's like
Mhm.
sugar, but it's more like vitamins. We need a lot of mental energy to work throughout the day. So your body is telling you, I'm running low on energy, but this creative thing gives me a lot of energy and it makes you feel fueled up. So I can continue to work really hard and efficiently throughout the day without feeling drained. That's good that you acknowledge that. Let's work with it, work it into your system instead of trying to ignore it and say, no, that's not the normal productive thing everyone wants me to
Right.
do. Find those times during the day where you are normally very drained or you're starting to kind of feel like
Mhm.
a craving for that creative outlet. Give yourself a specific time limit each time that is based entirely off of what you feel that you need, off of urgent tasks you have to take care of. So kind of lay out your schedule, draw it out. I used to watch TV for 4 hours minimum a day because I felt like I needed that. I didn't really though. I needed 20 minutes. So I would give myself 20 minutes twice a day, like lunch and dinner time. So I'd only watch TV during meal times. I'd only watch 20-minute shows, and it made life easy for me. So that was my principle to myself. I just need 20 minutes in the day and 20 minutes at night to take a break. What would
That's
that be
good.
for you?
About 3 hours after I wake up, that's when I start going down. So I would say around 11:30 would be good for the painting or creative time.
This is important. Don't worry about the exact time. Like if you can, that's great, but it's more preferable to focus on the event time rather than the exact time. What I mean by that is saying after I eat lunch as opposed to at 11:30 because what that does is if you fall off of that 11:30 and now it's 11:35, now you're stressed. Now
Yeah.
you missed it and it's going to affect the whole rest of your day. However, if it's the event time, it's a lot more flexible and now you're more open to, okay, well, it's 11:35 or it's 11:40, but that doesn't really matter because I just had lunch. Yeah, you do have a certain time frame if there's something urgent after. So it's good to acknowledge the time, but it's better to use that time as a tool as opposed to the rule.
You mean to rhyme? That was good. As a tool.
I didn't mean to, just, I'm about to be a dad, so I'm prepping with Dr. Seuss books, getting ready.
Yes, good job.
I'm on it today for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
For sure. Actually, when you said TV, that's yeah, it's I'm glad you said that because I need a principle for that.
Give yourself ground rules, but don't be constricted. Having ADHD, we work really well with very specific details that help
Mhm.
us, guide us. But if we feel too constricted, it's going to affect our mental energy, which is what we rely on for almost everything. But you also want to be very intentional and acknowledge what times mean. Get all the information you have and use them as tools to help you create this really great strategy where every tool supports one another.
Okay. 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 Basically habit stacking, going back to it. I know I forget and then I come back.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is what I said to you earlier, that I was making it a choice and not a decision. So by making the decisions like, okay, I have to do what you just stated, but it has to be like a thing. I know it's not going to happen overnight, and that's okay, but it has to happen eventually, these things put in place.
Habit stacking is also really good for if you, like we said, we wanted to create a certain amount of times just to work a painting into your day.
Mhm,
Like if painting was a caboose, and
mhm,
then the other habits you had, like lunchtime and what you do before lunchtime is the train, you're adding the caboose to the train. And now it's kind of being pulled instead of you trying to push it the whole time
mhm,
throughout the day.
mhm. I get it. That's how I got to start drinking water because I wouldn't drink my coffee until I had a sip of water, and, I
Yeah.
started doing like that.
It takes a lot of mental energy to create a new habit. So why create a new habit when you can just stack it with an old one?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I can start that tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that's my pretty much last thing that I've been struggling with.
If you think you need work with your executive functioning like she did, make sure to hit the link in the description below to hop on a free call with me. Later.